This is a Campus Insiders Insiders Alert, an academic scandal uncovered at Notre Dame. This would be the latest in a timeline of significant off-field events under Brian Kelly's watch as head coach in South Bend, going back to 2010, and sexual assault allegations against an Irish player, then a student manager who died during practice. Everett Golson was caught up in academic trouble, and this would be the second time DeVaris Daniels has been mentioned in classroom-related problems this year alone. Associate editor Rich Cirminiello joins us. And Rich, if this is true, what do you think will be the fate of head coach Brian Kelly?
Well, I think the university is not going to have a knee-jerk reaction, Ray. This is all developed rather recently. They're going to do their due diligence, find out how much knowledge Brian had, whether or not there were university officials that were involved with this academic fraud. This is bad. But it's going to have to reach a different level of bad, such as vacating wins over the past couple of seasons, for Brian Kelly to be fired, in my opinion.
I would think you would anticipate that Brian Kelly would not survive this scandal. Would you have drawn that conclusion? Would we, though, have been, based on the previous incidents we've seen under his watch there at Notre Dame?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think of Notre Dame, South Bend under Brian Kelly as being a renegade or a Wild West type program. There have been issues, but there have been issues at every school, and that's not to mitigate the importance of what's taking place. Obviously, the scaffold tragedy was another one that was devastating from a family standpoint, from a national perspective. But I think Brian Kelly has generally done a good job of keeping this program under control. This, though, takes it to an entirely different level, especially at a university that takes such pride in its academics.
Reaction is coming in fast and furious. This from Rob Layton on Twitter. He says if these rumors are true, Rockne would be rolling in his grave. Hashtag ND scandal. Here's another tweet from a fan. If the advisor also wrote papers for non-athletes, then it's okay with the NCAA, right? Hashtag UNC standard. Hashtag ND scandal. Little dig at the Tar Heels there. Rich, thanks for the time and your perspective. For continuing updates on this story and more, keep it locked to CampusInsiders.com.